Genesis chapter 11 verses 27 through 32. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees, and Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years. And Terah died in Haran. Here begins the story of Abram, whose name is famous henceforward in both testaments we have here. 1. His country, Ur of the Chaldees. This was the land of his nativity, an idolatrous country, where even the children of Eber themselves had degenerated. Note, those who are, through grace, heirs of the land of promise, ought to remember what was the land of their nativity, what was their corrupt and sinful state by nature, the rock out of which they were hewn. 2. His relations, mentioned for his sake, and because of their interest in the following story. 1. His father was Terah, of whom it is said, Joshua chapter 24 verse 2, that he served other gods on the other side of the flood. So early did idolatry gain footing in the world, and so hard is it even for those that have some good principles to swim against the stream. Though it is said, Genesis chapter 11 verse 26, that when Terah was 70 years old he begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran, which seems to tell us that Abram was the eldest son of Terah and was born in his 70th year. Yet, by comparing Genesis chapter 11 verse 32, which makes Terah to die in his 205th year, with Acts chapter 7 verse 4, where it is said that he was but 75 years old when he removed from Haran, it appears that he was born in the 130th year of Terah, and probably was his youngest son. For, in God's choices, the last are often first, and the first last. 2. Some account of his brethren. First Nahor, out of whose family both Isaac and Jacob had their wives. Second Haran, the father of Lot, of whom it is here said, Genesis chapter 11 verse 28, that he died before his father Terah. Note, children cannot be sure that they shall survive their parents, for death does not go by seniority, taking the eldest first. The shadow of death is without any order. Job chapter 10 verse 22. It is likewise said that he died in Ur of the Chaldees, before the happy removal of the family out of that idolatrous country. Note, it concerns us to hasten out of our natural state, lest death surprise us in it. 3. His wife was Sarai, who some think was the same with Iscah, the daughter of Haran. Abram himself says of her that she was the daughter of his father, but not the daughter of his mother. Genesis chapter 20 verse 12. She was 10 years younger than Abram. 3. His departure out of Ur of the Chaldees, with his father Terah, his nephew Lot, and the rest of his family, in obedience to the call of God, of which we shall read more. Genesis chapter 12 verse 1. And following this chapter leaves them in Haran, or Charan, a place about midway between Ur and Canaan, where they dwelt till Terah's head was laid, probably because the old man was unable, through the infirmities of age, to proceed in his journey. Many reach to Charan, and yet fall short of Canaan. They are not far from the kingdom of God, and yet never come thither.